Personal foul, Dre Greenlaw, is the only thing that play should have rendered. That should have been 15 yards for the Eagles. You go ahead, you take it. Dre Greenlaw did play on the edge of the rule book right there, and since he gets no benefit of the doubt, he should get no benefit of the doubt here. But then some fat security guard who's apparently like locally famous in Philadelphia, Dom, is allowed to shove a player because Dom put his hands on Dre Greenlaw before Dre Greenlaw put his fist or pointer finger in anyone's face. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's no team in the NFL that won't trade a member of a security team for a starting linebacker when it comes to, an ejection for an ejection. How about a guy who is just, literally over here burping up meatball burps as opposed to a starting linebacker? I cannot believe he was thrown out. I can't believe that Dre Greenlaw was thrown out of that game with the fact there was video evidence that Dom put his hands on the player first. In what world do we live where an NFL security person can put his hands on an opposing player? Where did that ever come from? Have you ever seen that before? I've been watching football for 48 years. Well, I'm 48 years old. Let's just wipe off those 3 first years. I wasn't paying much attention. So for 45 years, I've been watching football, and I've never seen a guy who is like carrying a clipboard or holding the cords or pretending that he's head of security. And I guess he's not pretending, he really is. But are you kidding me? How was Dre Greenlaw ejected in that moment? That is some soft-ass bullshit on a day where, honestly, I thought the officials let him play. Now, there are a few Eagles fans out there who are going to want to talk about a couple of pass interferences that might not have been called on the 49ers. Hey, bafangul. That's the way it goes. Philadelphia, you got mollywopped today, and if I were you, I wouldn't say shit. I mean, when you win, say little. When you lose, say even less. Everybody in Philadelphia, no one should even call into a radio show tomorrow. The entire city should take one big shut the f*** up pill and not say a word because you just got plucked. The Eagles got plucked by the 49ers. I mean, kicked their ass. That's a full-on, no doubt about it, textbook definition of a football ass kicking if I ever saw one. And this has no bearing on what we might see should these two teams meet again in the postseason. But what this game does have direct bearing on is who could be hosting. Who indeed could be hosting the NFC title game if either of these teams are lucky enough to be in that game. And you still got to be lucky to get there. The incredible thing is there is a lot of football still left in this season. There is a lot of take care of business and stay healthy out there for anyone who's got Super Bowl aspirations. But man, what a statement today. What a feeling the 49ers are going to have. And wait until you see, by the way, starting, I hope, with 49ers Wake Up. Larry Krueger and I are going to be at it on Monday morning at 8 a.m. right here on YouTube, the biggest 49ers show you're going to find anywhere. The 49ers are going to be in the A block of every single television and sports show in America tomorrow. The 49ers made a statement today that cannot be ignored, cannot be dismissed, cannot be poo-pooed I'm going to move the field goal again on the 49ers. I'm going to keep moving the field goal on Brock Purdy. I'm going to keep moving the field goal on Kyle Shanahan. Can't win the big one. Brock is lucky to be here. It's only the talent and the weapons around him that allow him to play like this. Dude, you saw some ballsy ass throws and plays out of a real deal NFL, not screwing around starting quarterback. And that's Brock Purdy. I mean, this kid has got translatable skills that would make any team in football better. And if you can't recognize that, you can't recognize what quarterback play really is in this league. It's more than just an athlete or a body type or a measurement that you can come away with in the combine and say, oh, what do you know? We got Johnny Big Dick coming out of the draft. That doesn't matter. This kid's got it up here, and he's got it just about everywhere else, and situations will always matter. Always. Situations will always matter. He's in a great situation, and so are the 49ers for having drafted Brock Purdy. They were in a very good situation today for having Brock Purdy upright for all 4 quarters. And we're not going to go and do revisionist, I wonder how that NFC title game would have gone, because we know exactly how it would have gone had Brock Purdy remained in that game. It would have gone much differently. Much differently. Okay?